lovelies, welcome back to my queendom. It's your girl, your one and only Foxy Queen or Kodeli, and I'm super excited. It's a new week, and guys, thank you so much for your support. You've been liking, you've been commenting, you've been sharing, and now we're at 50 subs and tunasonga, and thank you so much. And today I'm here with you guys with a new topic. As you've seen on the title, my topic for today is mother-daughter shenanigans, and I'm going to be sharing one of my shenanigans with my mom. Yeah, me and my mom, growing up, we didn't have any close relationship. And it was bad. It was really bad. We used to cross so much, and today I'm going to be sharing my story and the lessons I've learned. So tune in and enjoy. Actually enjoy. Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, to comment on my channel. Okay, so welcome. So as I've said, growing up, I didn't have that close bond with my mom, and it was so frustrating that we used to cross so much, even over little things. And she being a single mom, it was really tough for her to raise her kids by herself, because my dad died when I was like 3 years, around 4 years. So her raising us up by herself was really tough on her, and she had this alikuwa nataka life yetu go in a certain way. So mimi when growing up, I used to live ni kama nina move away from what she really wanted, and it used to really frustrate her. And this one time when I was in high school in Form 3, my mom was super against me having a phone while in school, as in she thought of it as a distraction, like most parents do actually. And when I was in Form 3, I had reached a point in this, I was like, all my friends have a phone, so mimi, who am I not to have a phone? So one weekend, I came home. My mom wasn't around. It was just me and my sister. When I came home, I had some money, but like I took some of my mom's money, nika add on top of the money I had, and I went and got a small smartphone. Then sasa jioni mamangu akanipata. At first she was like, jaliona kwa moto, akadhania maybe komsi ameleta ichajiwe. So hakubother so much. But now the next day, it was on a Sunday, she saw me with it. So she was like, okay, umetoa wapi simu? Umetoa wapi simu? Sijakupea pesa, umetoa wapi simu? Na mimi nikozileza awe, usinisumbue, because I can't even explain kwenye nimetoa simu. Sasa mamangu akaanza kuwa na hizo frustrations, like, utaniambia ni wapi ulitoa simu? Umesikia? Utaniambia ni wapi ulitoa simu? Mimi nikozileza awe, achana na mimi. So that Sunday evening, najifanya ninasoma, nimevaa earphones, mamangu ako hapo ana try kupush nimwambie ni wapi nimetoa simu. Akavuta earphones zangu, akazikata. She was so mad. Mimi nikaona, mimi utanichapa. So I left home that night and I slept over at a friend's place. Nikarudi home the next morning. Now when I came home the next morning, I hadn't slept that night. When I went to my friend's place, I was ile sana naanza kushindwa, nitarudi home, nitasema kwanza tena nimelala wapi, you know. Sasa kurudi home, mamangu anaanza nikaenda, nilikuwa nimeingia kwa bed, mamangu anaanza kuniuliza, kwani ukulala kwenye ulikuwa? Nikaingia kwa bed na nikajifunika na nikalala. A few minutes later anakuja ananiamsha, iko mtu anakutafuta. Mimi niko like, achana na mimi, iko mtu anakutafuta. Why? A few seconds later, nasikia sauti ya mwanaume, amka, like, you know, the amka. So mimi nikainuka tu mara moja, niko like, huyu ni nani? Who be this? Askari. Let me tell you, ilikuwa askari. Ndio akaniambia, dress up, utoke tuende. Niko like, sasa ukae, kwani sasa now I'm being arrested? It has come to this, to being arrested. Tukaenda kwa chief's office. I'm trembling, like, so niko like, unajua tutoke wenye usumbone ndanga juvenile anga what. Tukafika kwa chief's office, tumeketi. Sasa naanza kuuliza maswali, kwenye mtoa simu, sijui mbona anasumbua mamangu, ati vile watanipeleka juvenile. Alafu pia nilikuwa naogopa ile unasikia vile kwa chief watu wanatanikwa. Sasa mimi sikuwa nisikia yangu ya kuwekelewa nyororo. wakaanza tukaongea, tukadiscuss, nikakakaa nikaambia mimi nitoke nje, mama wangu aongee na yeye, then wakani release, nikaenda home. Kwenda home, I was so mad at my mom, like yani hadi unanipeleka kwa chief, seriously kwa chief. Imefika kani nimekuwa thug, nikapaka nguo zangu hivi, nikaenda kukaa na mabeshte zangu, nikakaa kwao for 2 weeks. But my mom sasa alikuwa anajua kwenye niko, cause like the mom to my friend alienda akamshow niko kwao, ndio asishinde akipanic. I stayed there for 2 weeks, then I came back home. When I came back home, ile sasa when I was using my phone, sasa unajua siku unaiweka kwa kamfuko hivi, unaichukua asubuhi. Sasa mimi, something weird used to happen. Whenever I'd wake up in the morning, my phone ilikuwa inatoa maji. Sasa mimi hapo naanza kupanic, nasema cause my mom is so prayerful, naanza kujiambia man, huyu ni God. God ameamua kunipunish juu mchana iko sawa, ikifika jioni kiamka asubuhi inatoa maji. Until one time nikapata hivi mamangu red handed. Kumbe mamangu ndio akachukua simu yangu anaidip hivi kwa maji, alafu anairudisha. So this one night nikampata ile, nikamuuliza unatafuta, then akashtuka like nijua alikuwa anatafuta hiyo simu kwenye nimeiweka, aichukue fanya venye bwana anafanya. It was so crazy yani, and eventually hiyo simu ikaacha kuwork. And from my story, I feel like parents at time, me feel something they pay one exaggerate. Like, hadi kwa chief, man. What kind of disciplinary action is that? Kwani tumekuwa thugs, tunatupeleka kwa chief, But I feel like I also pushed her so much. As in, ifike hiyo level, we had so many conflicts that ikafika hiyo point akaona like sasa hii labda tuite sasa polisi ndo intervene. And I feel mostly it's because they are scared, wana feel like well sasa kaka akipata simu ndo akata soma, and a lot of these frustrations. And actually vile wametulia kwa different environments than the ones they themselves grew in bring a lot of conflicts. Do unexpected sisi we turn out to be like them, like how we grow up, hakuna exposure, hakuna nothing. Now I expect pia sisi to grow up equal the same way, like there's no exposure, and we are exposed to a lot of things, and ile kushinda tukijicompare na our friends and all, that's something that they never used to have, but we have it now in our time and age. And actually I feel like parents should try to understand the fact that atuja grow up kama hao, wanafaa to train in a very different way, not like them. As in usi act ni kama kuwa na simu sasa imekuwa ndo crime. The crime, there are a lot of other crimes. As in, let's have a meeting point whereby we can discuss and agree and sit down and be like, okay, this is what you want, but this is also what I want. How can we come together and agree? Like maybe uko unatumia simu weekends, or you know ile iskweti one of us wants their will to be done, that the other one's will is not met, and poor communication. Yani mimi na mama yangu, the only way we would communicate is through bitterness. Like yani ni unichokoze nikuchokoze, fanye nifanye. There was no, hatukuwa tunaweza kuongea like okay, hii ndio unataka, but hapana, hizi penye nataka ufanye. Ilikuwa more like we can't talk. There's no way we can talk to each other, like to agree, okay, sawa, at this time and point, this is what you should be doing, and then you sit down. And I feel like most people are also struggling with that. Ile you and your parents, you can't see eye to eye, because wanataka will yao that your will be done, their will to be done versus our own, and even when they're choosing their punishments, disciplinary actions, saa zingine they go to extremes zenye ni trauma for us. May feel yo kupeleka kwa chief ikwa easy on me. It made me question myself so much, like yo, you know, I feel like msi to punish in a way that actually damages us. Punishment should be more of like itufanye to grow and we develop, rather than to make us shrink and all, making the matters worse. And also, us as kids, we should also be very careful with the choices we make. Like, pia mimi ningeconsider the fact that my mom doesn't want me to have a phone, so that rather than pushing for it, I should have ningetulia tu na ningoje nimalize shule then I get a phone. But I was too pushy that it brought so much, and a lot of, I don't know, a lot of unnecessary conflict, you know, like kama unajua mzazi wako wapendi kitu fulani, it's better if you find a way around it to not cross with them. Usiwapush kuwa so hard on you. Yani we should humble ourselves in a way, which I know I have never, but I feel like for someone out there, you should humble yourself before your parents. Also, if we can be true to them and real with them, I feel there's so many things my mom doesn't know about me. Like, I'm not true to her. Ile I'll do my own things kwa giza. Ile ndo asijue, yani, you know. But I feel like if tunaweza kuwa na channel where we can communicate, whereby I can tell my mom, okay, this and this is what is happening in my life right now, without any fear, that can be really good, because they'll always be our parents either way, and they'll always be the closest thing we have. But now, because we can't be true to them, it's so sad that mamangu saa zingine atasikia kitu huko nje enye hajui, anasikia for the first time from other people. So I feel like if we can have that channel where we can just communicate well and be real, like, hey mom, this and this is what is happening right now, this and this is what I need, this is what I want, you know. Yeah. And also, for some of us, maybe we've never learned to forgive our parents. Ile, in a way, tumewabeba kwa roho zetu, like, alinifanyia this, alinifanyia that. But I feel like in life, inafika to point you really need to forgive your parents, even though they failed you in one way or another. Kulan tu kukua like, okay, maybe they knew better but did not do any better, but that doesn't mean I should carry them in my heart forever. Like, kujua tu ile unawasamehea tu, na hapo ndo una get lessons that like, I'll be a better mom, because my mom failed at this doesn't mean I'll have to fail at it. I can be better, you know. And also forgiving ourselves. Maybe I feel like because I was rebellious, in a way it made me hate myself. Ile I was like, I'm not really a good kid, you know. So I feel like also forgiving myself and understanding that, okay, it was a stage. It doesn't actually define who I am. Even though I was bad and, you know, stubborn, it's not really the end of life. Ati now sasa siwezi kuwa mtu mzuri because I was like that, you know. So you can also learn to forgive yourself. Also, understanding our parents. Most of our parents are going through really tough times. Like, mtu ana struggle kulea watu peke yake, ama the kind of life alikuwa anataka sio yenye anawapea. So, you know, at times they're human beings and they go through a lot, and it's up to us to understand them. Ile una create room for understanding. Like, akisema kitu kama fulani, una try ku see through their perspective, like, okay, mbona anataka hivi, as much as I want what I want, how about what she wants, you know. To understand them, to not judge them, to not, you know, do all that. Okay. So that has been my time today. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I'll be bringing you episode 2 and more. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.